Whoa, okay. Before you guys go 28 days later on me, hear me out. Now, I'm not saying that bodybuilding is bad as such. I'm talking about competing specifically and how it can mess with your mind. I'll explain in a sec. Alright, because everything I'm about to say comes from personal experience. I've competed, I think 5 times now. I've lost track. But every time I've always go through the same mental cycle. And I've done a video, quite a jokey video about the curse of being shredded. I'll link it here if you want to see it. But it's true. Once you've seen yourself at a certain point, there is no going back, and it takes a long time to even feel comfortable with yourself. Every time after I finish competing, you then go and then you eat loads for like 2-3 weeks or whatever. You put on water weight, you put on body fat, and you won't even actually look that bad. But sometimes I wouldn't even be able to look at myself in the mirror. Some people that try and tell you that staying shredded all year round is easy and they can maintain it. I'm just going to give you 2 facts. 2! And that is, to stay shredded all year round, your testosterone drops and your sex drive drops. Now, I'm not bashing it or anything, because I've been there, I've done it, I've competed how many times now. I just want people to be aware of what actually happens when you want to compete or you want to just get shredded. So all those Insta famous people that claim to be natural and shredded all year round are most probably lying and taking some shit.
And the truth shall set you free!
Now, it's possible to be lean all year round. Lean, not bone dry shredded. One of the pet hates for me is when I see people go bone dry shredded, so stage ready shredded, and then 2 weeks later they're obese, like an extra 40 pounds. And I'm like, this isn't healthy. How can you promote health and fitness and then you're like bone dry shredded 1 minute, which is unhealthy for your body, and then you're obese the next minute? I know a lot of people who have competed and have been through this process that can't keep the weight off after a show. They find it so hard because of that culture that you've built throughout that process. That's an eating disorder.
He ain't lying.
I mean, I've done bodybuilding, like physique stuff. And the real art of bodybuilding is meant to be strategic, even down to cheat meals, i.e. refeeds. And the problem now is that it's been glamorized. It's being made into a fashion statement. So now, instead of the cheat meal being used as a strategic way to either increase fat loss or to keep you sane during your prep, it's now a competition of who can post the biggest cheat meal on Instagram just to get likes. Now, don't get it twisted. I've done a lot of these things. I've posted those pictures on Instagram and all that kind of stuff. I've had those big blowout cheat meals. I've put on weight after a show. And that's why I'm telling you guys. Now, I coach people that want to do shows, and they have a target, they have a goal in mind. People are doing it just for the fashion statement, just to put things on Instagram and try and stay shredded all year. It's not a healthy lifestyle, and to promote that as a healthy lifestyle is wrong. I think the main thing that people don't realize is that when it comes to squats, out of all the lifts, so if you look at bench press, deadlift and squat is more of a mental game than anything. If your mind's not right and you're not thinking properly, it's all